Hello, my name is Leslie, and I'm going to be starting my speech today with a quote by Robert Frost. It says, "In 3 words, I can sum up everything I've learned about life. It goes on." It's a very simple quote, but for some reason I really like it, and I feel like it applies to a lot of my experiences in life. And just to show you guys how it relates to my life, I'm going to tell you guys a story of when I was younger. I think it was like the first time that I remember learning about like the hardships of life and how I had to move on. It's kind of cheesy, but it was the first time that I learned about moving on. When I was 5, I remember I went to the store with my mom and there was this one doll, and I really liked it. But it was expensive. I grew up with a single mom. We were 6 kids. My dad left when I was like 6 months, and we never heard about him. So my mom worked like almost all the time, so I knew that I wasn't gonna get a doll because it was too expensive. And on my 6th birthday, I remember there was like this like gift like waiting on the table for me, and like I was just like, what could it be, because we weren't really like treated to toys like that. And I opened it and it was a doll that I wanted. I was so happy. Like my mom worked so hard just to get it for me. And I remember like I just saw the doll and like I fell in love with the doll. Like after that point, like me and that doll did everything together. I was always like left behind by my older siblings since they were older and they were like in school or they hung out with each other or whatever. Like since I was the youngest, they always like left me behind. So it was me and that doll, which is kind of funny, but I did everything with that doll. Like every time I got in trouble or I had to like face anything, like I would go to that doll, which is kind of weird, but I just really had like that relationship with that doll. And I remember like I love that doll. And when I was like, I had her for like 4 years, I think. Yeah. When I was like 10 or 11, I remember we went to the park, and I guess I was so excited to be at the park that I forgot about her. And we went back, but I couldn't find her, and I cried for like days and days, and I couldn't find her. And I slowly began to like, realize that I wasn't gonna find her anymore, and I gave up. And then little by little, I started realizing that maybe my mom would always tell me that she was in doll heaven, and I like learned to move on from that. And I guess I became more independent because then I didn't depend on that doll like when I had to do something. It was kind of weird. And so yeah, it's like a small kind of story of when I first learned about life and how you always have to learn that it goes on, and you just have to like when you're faced with something, like move on and continue going, because that's the only way to go.